Hello and welcome to A Little Bit Petty Podcast. I'm Justin Petty and today I'm here with Tristan King.
What's poppin'?
Hi Tristan.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing good. Just chilling. What did you do this morning? Because this mug is...
I did this mug this morning. That's what happened this morning.
Girl.
I did this mug. I woke up a little late. Oh, I colored my hair this morning too.
Oh.
She was looking a little ran through, if you would.
Yeah. But it looks good now.
Yeah, she do a
Girl.
little something for the podcast, you know.
Girl, I'm just waiting. You know what? I'm waiting for this little bob that you're gonna get me.
Girl, she loves a bob. She loves a bob. I know you love a little bob.
Okay.
You know the bob only comes out like if Tristan's out with the bob, like clock out. Just
not clock out. Don't clock out.
No, like it's just about to be a situation.
Okay, so
yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna have to get you a lot of bobs then.
Girl.
Because you know I like to show out.
Okay.
But what did you do this weekend? You came back
this
home
weekend,
from Ohio. So.
Yes, I literally just got back from Ohio. A bitch been traveling.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Queen on Sunday. That was a cute
How
little,
was that?
a cute little messy situation.
Oh.
It was girl, you know, I feel like once I enter those doors of Queen, it's like
okay. Tell me what happened. Delve into it. Okay, give me one. You don't need to give me everything, but just give me one or two.
Okay,
things.
like I just like what people need to know about me is like I have a really toxic relationship with Rumplemans.
Oh.
Yeah, and I just be drinking it forgetting that it's 100 proof.
Yeah.
So then like I just like come to this point where like there's no going back.
No.
And I just kind of dive in, face first, heels up. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, I saw them pictures too. You look good that night, girl.
The mug was sitting. She was having a cute little time. But no, it was awesome because like I had been trapped in a hotel room for like 2 weeks.
Girl.
So like it was real cute to be out twirling with the girls and seeing everybody again.
I know going from Ohio to here was probably like,
girl. We already talked about it.
Yeah.
Ohio. Armpit.
Girl, say it again. I lived there for 3 years.
No shade to my team there, but girl, not for me.
No, not for me either.
But,
and so you come from somewhere like Ohio, Indiana,
girl.
Let's talk about it.
Let's speak on it, bestie.
So what was little Tristan like?
Oh, little Tristan. Little Tristan was a little monster.
Okay.
I've always been loud. People have always told me to use my inside voice, and I always try to tell people I literally don't have one of those because, like, my voice just carries. It always has. It's not my fault. Like, my whole childhood, people are like, why are you talking so fucking loud? And I'm like, sorry, it's just my volume.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was a menace. In high school, I was fighting a lot.
What was the worst fight you got in?
Oh.
I mean, okay, if this person is still like...
No, I mean, what's up? But...
She said, and ding ding!
But if you are watching... No, I'm just playing. I'm not about that life anymore. But there was some heavy situations. Like, there was this... I'm not going to dive too far into it because it's so stupid. But there was this, like, Hobart versus Portage rivalry because I'm a region rat, right?
Okay.
And it all started with this fight that I had gotten into, and basically, like, it was a Facebook situation because, you know, we were all, like, Facebook beefing, keyboard banging, you know what I'm saying? It was that era. And somebody had told my brother to pull up, and so, like, I was with my brother, and so we pulled up, and then they saw how big my brother was and saw me, and they're like, I want to fight that one.
No! The little girl, the lady.
I want to fight the woman.
Ooh,
and so, like, I mean, I was very much so he, him then, but like, you know, I've always kind of been they, them.
Yeah.
Like,
serving estrogen.
Very much so, like,
yes.
And so, yeah, I was just like, all right, post up. And so we got to scrapping, and then people was jumping in. It was a whole situation.
Oh my gosh.
And then bitches was beefing on Facebook for no reason. It started a whole thing, girl.
Girl.
It was a mess. My mama whooped my ass. my mama whooped my ass. She did. She really did.
She said, I'm gonna fight her right now.
She said... she really was like, what do y'all think you're doing? Like, pulling up at a park to fight with somebody that you're beefing with on Facebook. Like, who do you think you are? She checked her whole life. But, like, you know me. Yeah. Like, me now, like, I always have time.
Yeah.
But, like...
The streets are ready for her.
I always got time. Please do not come to me as a woman. I always have time. But, like, back then, like, I was just, like, an angry child. So, like, I was just, like, almost, like, looking for, like, a reason to, like, pop off, you know?
Do you think you've evolved a little bit more?
Oh, my God, girl. Yeah, absolutely. Like, when I say I always have time, it's, like... I don't go looking for it, but if someone comes to me disrespectfully or, like, my people, I got time. Like, I got time. Especially when it comes to my people. You know how I am.
Yes.
I'm too quick. Too quick.
So, you said that you were, like, you know, a little boy, Tristan.
Going
back in the day. What was the day that you realized you were like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I am going to be this genderless... Like, as...
Okay, we're talking, like, as far as, like, not sexuality. We're talking gender.
We're talking gender.
Okay. So, like, honestly, when I was living in Indiana, like, I was expressing myself in, like, a very similar way. Like, I was wearing my eyelashes. I was wearing a little bit of makeup. But it was always, like, I couldn't go to the grocery store without someone, like, wanting, like, to, like, provoke a fight out of me or, like, just say something to me. And, you know, I'm just, like, real quick-witted with it, so I would pop off. But, it was really when I came to Chicago and started hanging out here that, like, somebody asked me my pronouns. And I was like, I didn't want to say he, him, like, but I also didn't want to say she, her. And I felt, like, silly because I didn't know the answer to that question. But, like, nobody had ever asked me, like, dead ass. And so, like, I just kind of told them, I was like, I don't think I care. Like, I don't think I have, like, a preference in that. And, like, once I moved here and started, like, exploring, like, my identity and, like, started wearing wigs and, like, all of that, like, it just kind of, like, evolved and turned into, like, what it is now. And it's just, like, comfortable for me. I am still, like, pronoun indifferent, as you know. Mm-hmm. But I do fall under, like, the they, them, non-binary, trans umbrella. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That's so...
But it was just kind of, like, it wasn't a day. It just, like... I don't know, kind of avalanched into it. Like, once I got a little taste, because I started really playing with makeup during the pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
When, like, I lost my job at the salon, well, like, we closed down for a little while, so that's when I really started playing with makeup, and then it just kind of, like, evolved from there. But, like, I've always been a, like, very, like, I don't give a fuck type of bitch, cause like,
girl,
you, baby, you
I know you, and you are. Very
I just
much,
do.
I do not give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I just do what I want. That's it.
I am almost the opposite.
Like, I know.
I am so like.
I know.
It took me a really long time to be more like genderless and more queer because like. When I was younger, like, I never got in fights. I was, like, the perfect, like, not the perfect, but, like, very much prim and proper.
Yeah. And
then I knew that really wasn't me. And then I started coming out here. And then I met you. And I was like, I'm pretty gay. I was like, this person's really gay, really queer. I want to be her friend. But I was just, like...
Sisters immediately.
Girl, because it was just one of those things where, like, you were, like, so free. And, like, that freedom I also wanted to translate into my day-to-day. And, like, don't get me wrong, I had inklings here and there. And, of course, I was like, yeah, I'm living my queer life. But, like, I never knew how far I could go until, like, I really met you and kind of... I know,
that means so much to you. I don't even do the soft stuff. You better stop.
Stop, okay.
You better quit.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay. But, no, for real, it was... You really did, like, open that door for me because... Girl, I was sitting there.
Listen, I tell so many people in my life if there's like any like part of me that I want to rub off on the people around me, it's to just give less of a fuck.
Exactly.
Like, life's too fucking short for us to be like stressing and like just like taking all of the pressure from society and carrying it on our back. Like, I just like that's how I became this person because I was just sick of it and I was just like, bitch, like. Yeah. Nobody has to like me. You know what I say? You know what I say? Nobody has to like me, but you can't tell me I'm not sickening. You don't have to like me. You do not. But
she's sickening and she's stunning. You can't, girl, she is really, really stunning and
gorgeous girls.
Gorgeous girls. Wait, so let's get into your drag a little bit.
Okay.
So, what is it influenced by? You definitely just started doing drag. You're a newer drag queen, kind of going around the scene.
Yes. So my drag is very... I mean, I don't have a drag name.
Okay.
My drag is still Tristan King. It's all Tristan King. I am a genderless entity, whether I got my lace front on or not.
Yes.
But yeah, so my drag is just like my inner superstar that like... I mean, let's be honest. I'm in drag all the time, girl.
I mean,
you know, like
she said a casual look at the studio today.
Literally, like it's just that is my day today. And I feel like sometimes like I'm not seen as a drag queen because I just look like this and I present myself like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my drag is very trash queen, stripper-esque, very just like. Just sex. Just hot. You know what I'm saying?
Where do you think... So do you think that's a place where drag is changing a little bit? Where people are becoming like more just one person with their drag now? Or is it just...
I have met like very few people that are the same way with like they carry their like their name that they go by all the time.
Yeah.
Whether it's performance or not. But everybody that I have met like that is fucking sickening.
Oh yeah.
So, I do think like a new era of drag and performance is like all of us non-binaries that are just coming in hot. Coming in hot.
Girl, that
bitch,
mommy
like,
look.
If you hello.
Let's talk about it for a second.
Hello, that
really, really
that
was
that was
How long did that take you?
That
I'll put
shit.
a picture right here, but like
that shit took me like probably in total a good like 12 to 15 hours.
Girl.
Yeah, but like I kind of just sat through and like knocked it out like all in one. But yeah, I just like tea-dyed a bunch of t-shirts and I cut them up and I like made a shindig out of it. But that was my first like handmade like look head to toe that I've done. And obviously my tits were inspired by Miss Madonna.
Oh yeah.
Like that was just like iconic. And then like the ponytail. At first when I was doing the look, I thought I was gonna do Dangerous Woman.
Oh.
By Miss Ari and like do a Halloween twist. So that's where like the ponytail came from.
Okay.
But then like it was drag brunch and I was like, Dangerous Woman, like it's cute, it's hot, it's sexy, but like is it gonna like turn the way I need it to turn?
Yeah.
And so then I did Bang Bang by
yes.
Jessie J, Ari, Miss Nikki. It was sickening.
What is a song that you want to lip sync in the future?
Oh my god, then literally the next performance opportunity I get is going to be Bad Guy by Miss Billie Eilish.
Yes.
So you're a tough guy, like a really rough guy. You know what I'm saying? Very yeah, it's gonna be everything.
I think
I also want I don't know if anyone knows who they are. She's like kind of slept on, but Miss Sevdaliza. She's like very like kind of like think like creepy strip club.
Yeah. But
like not like
creepy strip club.
Yeah, like dungeony strip club, like very like kind of enchanting. All of her music like could be like in a scary movie.
Okay.
But like I've definitely shown you her before. If we like listen to a song right now,
I probably would know one.
She's super weird, but I want to do something by her. But like everything's like a little slower, so like, and because I'm a beginner, like all of my performance opportunities have been like competitions and things like that, where like I don't totally want to bring something like slow too, because I dance the house down.
Oh girl.
Oops.
So when I tell y'all this girl knows how to dance, bitch. I just be moving. And her knees, like, oh.
The knees don't quit.
Oh, never quit. Never ever quit.
Yeah.
But let's talk a little bit about like day-to-day Tristan.
Okay.
What do you do every day? What is something that you like? Yeah, no, just what do you do every day?
Okay. Well, day-to-day for me is, I mean, anyone who knows me knows that I'm like pretty much always stoned if I'm not at work. Like I'm just like.
Wait, when did you start smoking weed?
Oh, baby.
Girl.
Bestie. So The first time I smoked weed was the summer after 8th grade.
Oh my gosh.
And it was out of a pop can.
How?
So what you do is you dent the pop...
I literally was like...
You dent the pop can and you poke holes in it. And then you, like, poke a hole in the side. And then you set the weed, like, in, like, the top of it. And then, like, through, like, the, like, mouth hole, you, like, turn it sideways. And then the side hole is your, like, carb. And you...
Can you make one?
I mean, yeah, it's really bad for you.
Oh. I was sitting there, I was like, I kind of want to try it.
We could smoke out of, like, an apple, too, though. Like, that was, like, a creative little thing that we used to do.
Okay, wait a minute.
But, yeah, and then my brother got caught up smoking weed, and he ratted me out. I would have never gotten caught up. Brendan King, I'm still fucking mad. I'm still mad. He was at his friend's house, and they ran out of weed, right? And I had literally, my friends lived, like, across the street.
Yeah.
So I had just gone over there to get weed from my brother and his friend, right? Mm. And so we went back over, and we were, like, smoking minding our business. My brother called my mom and was like, hey, can you bring me my backpack that's in my room? But don't look inside of it. He said, don't look inside of it. So my mother looked inside of it, and there was weed in there. And then Brendan, he got caught up, and then he was like, well, Tristan's smoking weed, too. And my mom called me, and I was like, high as fuck. And she was like, you smoking weed? And I was like, no.
You said,
girl. Yeah, it was a mess. But yeah, so, like, but then I stopped, and then, like, around, like, my junior year, I started up again. When I got my freshman year, like, a letter back in my senior year. Did you ever do that in high school?
No.
They had us write a letter to our, like, future selves.
Oh, no, yes, I did.
When I got my letter back, it was like, my biggest regret in life is smoking weed because my mom was so disappointed. Bro, my mom, listen, you've met my mom. She a little crazy. I love you. But
we love you, Mom.
But she a little crazy. She took my ass to church, Justin. She said... It was Saturday night that I got caught up. She came and picked me up at like 2 a.m. The next morning she woke me up. She said, get your ass up. We're going to church.
No! She said, you're going to wake up right now. Girl.
Yeah. And then like she like invited all of my family over after church and made me tell them all that I was smoking weed. Girl, yeah, my mother was very much so about that life. She was not playing with me. Girl, yeah.
I couldn't imagine. My parents, no.
But like, you know me, I'm a badass kid, so I'm like, yeah, I smoked weed.
You said, and what? And who's gonna say something about it?
I smoked weed and went to church. What?
Boom.
Boom.
No, you didn't. Wait. You went to... I love that for you.
Sorry, okay. God.
I want to ask you more about your mom a little bit, but we're going to have to take a quick break and come back right after. Tristan, I just want to have one more question.
Tell me. Ask me.
I'll ask you after the break.
Oh, okay. Be back soon.
Okay, and we're back. Hey.
Hi.
It's good to be back. Good to just
yes, missed you.
Looking cute. Mwah, mwah. But let's go back to what we were talking about earlier, which is your mom. Ooh. Okay, mirror. Which is your mom.
Yes.
So you two seem really close now. Was that always a thing between you two?
No, like honestly, like we went through some like traumas like early in my life. Like I lost my dad when I was younger.
Okay.
And so like we were both just going through a lot in our like hearts and our minds. Yeah. And I think I mean, we're the same exact bitch. Like, same bitch to the T. Same person. So, like, we were just always fighting fire with fire when we were battling our own things.
Yeah.
But really, like, once I started settling into my adult life and, you know, had my full-time job and I was, like, doing my thing, paying my bills, you know, coming and going, like, when I need to, we were, like, just, like, got a lot closer. My mom literally knows everything about me, even all of the things she doesn't want to know.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
I mean, like, just all of, my, like, even in my party life, my, like, romantic life, like, my mom knows everything.
Ooh. I never tell my mom about my, romantic life. Ever.
Really?
Me and my mom, no. She even when she thinks I'm straight, like, because it changes every day, she is literally like, I don't want to hear it. Like,
really?
When she found a condom in my pocket, she literally, like, went into my jeans and she threw the jeans at me and she was like, I'm glad you're being safe. And then just walked away. And I said, ah! It was the most embarrassing. Ooh.
I mean, I don't think my mom necessarily wants to hear it, but like, you know my personality. Yeah. I just overshare.
What? No.
Yeah, and my mom's a homie, so like I just feel like I just be like talking unfiltered around her.
Yeah. I mean, your mom just seems really nice. I wish I had your mom. Whenever I see her, I'm like,
my mom is so cool. She lives.
Your mom is
she lives.
So cool.
Yeah.
And one thing I also want to get into is with the podcast it's called A Little Bit Petty. I want to get a little bit petty.
Okay.
I want to hear what's the most petty thing you've done last year. I want to, or even in the past couple weeks, anything that you can think of that might not get you in too much trouble, where you had a real petty moment when you were sitting there like, bitch, maybe I should have did that.
The pettiest thing I've done.
And you can give a couple stories. I'm here to listen to you.
Gosh, I don't know. I'm like, you already know. I'm kind of like just petty in my day-to-day life. Mm-hmm. Especially with the girls that don't like me. Like, if you don't like me, don't let me find out, because that's just gonna like fuel my fire to exist. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I feel like the pettiest thing I did last year was probably text my ex's new girlfriend when he hit me up when he was in Chicago trying to see me. I said, hey, bestie, I'm not coming to you as a woman, but you should probably get this together.
You're leaving! Tristan! You never... Oh!
Girl, but he did me dirty back in the day. Like,
what did he do? Well, if you want to get into it.
I mean, we could get into it. So basically, we were best friends for a while. He was like my like hetero best friend, like bro, you know what I'm saying? And then he had gone through this like breakup situation and wanted to be with me all of a sudden, and I was like, I put him through the trials, like the tests. Oh, yeah. Like, you have to prove yourself to a bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Long story short, we dated for like a little under a year. Everything was great, awesome. And then I caught him dating some girl and playing stepdad behind my back. He was dating some girl that had kids, yeah. And like literally was like posting her kids on his Snapchat and told me that he was being paid to babysit them.
You're
yeah.
I would have did the same thing. I thought I was gonna be like, girl, maybe you shouldn't. Girl.
No, girl, it was messy. And then he wanted to fight me.
You're lying.
Afterwards.
Not fighting you.
Yeah, because I sent. I might have sent homegirl picture.
No. Picture.
Yeah, girl, I filled her in on the scoop. I said, this your man? I said, this your man? That's your man too, huh? Yeah, girl, it was crazy.
Girl. Mm-hmm. Are y'all still friends? Do y'all still talk?
He be sending me your Snapchat memories.
Oh, no, I could never.
Yeah.
Like, hey, miss this. Just, and you know, he's probably sitting there like...
But low-key, like, he's like, you know how your type, like, changes?
Yeah.
He's not a motherfucker that could ever, like, even talk to me now.
Really?
No, girl.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
I love that for you. Do you have...
Evolution.
Has anyone been petty to you? Has there been a story where you're like, okay, you got your comeuppance maybe from that other thing that you did? I feel like there's a lot of things. It doesn't need to be the pettiest thing, or just something that happened to you. Like, we don't need to get too deep into it.
Yeah.
But the podcast is a little bit petty, so you don't go too deep. But
I mean, I feel like the pettiest thing I can think of is just just the dolls.
Okay.
That, you know, are real sweet to me when they're around me, but then, you know, when they're around anybody else that I know, feel some other type of way about me. I just think that's a little petty, because if I don't like somebody, I'm gonna not like them with my chest.
Oh, yeah.
And I just don't like these girls out here being fake with their whole chest.
No,
You're being fake with your whole breastplate, bestie, like.
Oh, breastplate. Okay, that's we don't need to get too into it. But I will say
this is the petty podcast.
It is the petty podcast, and I will say that we do not like fake ass bitches.
We don't.
And it is a little hard out here to be a pretty girl. Pretty girls.
Gorgeous, gorgeous girls.
Gorgeous, gorgeous girls.
Gorgeous, gorgeous girls. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
We're so gorgeous.
So gorgeous.
Okay. Let me get one more. Just one more thing. Just tell me one more petty thing. I just need to. I need to get my cup is like halfway. I'm almost there. And it can, like I said, it can be something you did to someone or something that you know that happened to someone. Like there can be a lot of things. Just find your lane.
Find my lane.
And drive in it.
Okay. Where am I going?
Press the floor.
Press the floor. I'm screaming. Next pettiest thing. You know what? You know this about me.
Yeah.
I have road rage.
Okay.
And I truthfully believe that road rage is a mental illness. Like, it's just like, I can't shut it off. I'd be telling myself, like, Tristan, don't get mad. Just. Anyway.
Excuse me, bus.
Hello?
We're trying to record.
I'd be getting mad. But one time I was driving in my car, and there was this. I used to have a sunroof. I was driving this little Pontiac Grand Prix. She was luxury. My muffler fell off. It was hot.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, and so I was driving, and this man like kept on like swerving to try to get around me, and like was riding my ass like really fucking close, and like laying on his horn and just doing the most. And I was just like, sir, I'm going 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. Like
I'm not
leave me
gonna do
alone.
anything else.
And so I brake checked him a couple times, and he almost hit me. And then I opened my sunroof, and I grabbed a handful of change, and I threw it out my sunroof.
And hit the windshield?
Mm-hmm. And it all landed over his windshield in the front of his car. He was so mad. He pulled up to the stoplight and tried to fight me. But I pulled my mace on him.
Girl, she always got her mace on her.
Bitch, don't. I'm too quick. You know I maced somebody, right?
When?
One time this man was like trying me on the bus, and he like shoved me when he was getting off the bus. Girl. And so like I hopped off the bus, and I was like, yeah, don't fucking touch me. And then he tried to size me up, and I said,
I said don't touch me.
I said,
girl.
Yeah.
I feel like being like more feminine at like night is so fucking scary in these subways.
Girl.
I'll be sitting there, I'm just trying to look pretty. Why are people like
honestly,
so mad?
Uber, Lyft, hear me out. Discounts for trans women. Trans
Say
femmes.
It again.
Discounts for trans femmes. Like, I mean, trans anyone, honestly, queer people in general. But like, because these Ubers is expensive, but there's a certain time of hour where we can't fucking get on CTA.
No.
Like, this shit's real. I hate it.
It is real, and like people don't like when people think they can just invade your boundaries. It's so ugly. I hate to see it.
Like for real. And like I'm a prideful bitch, so when I pop off, like it's not only for me, it's for the next bitch after me.
Exactly.
Because if you try a bitch like me, and I like, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I was there for one of these moments because where were we? We were by Replay, and these two pretty girls were sitting down. Do you want to say the story?
No, you go ahead.
And these two pretty girls were just sitting down, and this man basically just comes up to them and just starts like trying to sweet talk them, and then all you see is Tristan's head just start to like kind of tilt, because you're like, you know what, maybe he won't go too out of line, and maybe he can leave these girls alone. And they didn't. And so Tristan goes up to them, and he's like, what are you doing? But basically goes off on this man, and they about to get into a fight in the middle of the street, girl.
I said, look, these girls have expressed that they are not interested in you. So what I'm going to need you to do is back up off of them. Like, give them some space. And he was like, who the fuck are you, yada, yada, whatever. And then I stood up. I was like, can you just give us some space?
Oh, my gosh.
And he said, don't do that, bitch. And I said, now, baby, you better watch that bitch word because I'm not the one.
No.
And then that's when he started setting his backpack down and taking his shirt off and doing the most. And I just said, I to one of the lovely queer little dolls, I said, baby, will you hold my purse? I said, mama's got to do something. I handed her my purse, and I was like, let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. And all of a sudden, he didn't want to. All of a sudden.
Giving very much church
it was
mouths.
Giving very much so library silence.
Like.
I said, what happened, bestie? I thought you wanted to fight.
No. I thought you wanted to fight me.
But the thing is, these people are, and these guys were big. But the thing is, a lot of people think these muscle people can fight. No.
Baby.
The girls cannot fight. The girls with big muscles cannot fight. They can barely move.
I'm quick.
Girl.
I'm
just
quick.
one stilettos in the eyes.
Yeah. Very much so that.
Girl, that was such a...
that was a very interesting night.
Yeah.
I like, ooh. We went to like a few parties this summer that I thought were like super duper like interesting, like that rooftop party.
Miss
Girl.
Overly. Wait, which one?
The first one we went to, like it was like it was someone's birthday party. You remember that one?
Girl, the way we was up on the rooftops this summer.
Girl, she said I do. She said I do not remember.
Bestie.
She said.
Wait. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The like underground vibe.
Yes, the underground vibe.
That was a moment. That was like.
Girl.
That was sickening.
Girl. She said I don't truly remember what happened. And that was like one of the first times I really got like super duper duper drunk. And I remember coming home and I was just like, I threw up. Girl.
Wait, can we talk about the night that we went out to Queen and there was no Ubers available? And I was in a bandeau and a miniskirt and my rainbow wig. And what were you wearing that night?
I was just wearing this like...
Oh, you were wearing your blue outfit.
My blue outfit, like my little cut jersey and
yes.
my hoop earrings.
Bitch, we hopped on divvies and biked our ass all the way back up to the north side to go home.
Girl, giving Wicked Witches.
Giving
Wicked Witches.
It was so messy, Anna.
It was too messy.
Not
really.
I was living for my fantasy. I felt like the Wicked Witch of the West, bitch. I said...
Girl, she said, hold on, look at me.
I said, hold my wig.
Give me my... Okay, wait. We need to get on to the next segment.
Okay.
Which is exactly... We're going to be bringing up some pictures in this next segment,
Oh, my goodness.
Just because we can't remember every party doesn't mean there is not pictures. So we're going to come back in one moment.
Oh, bye.
It is finally time for our last segment called What Is This? And so I'm going to show you a quick photo of yourself, and you have to explain what this is.
Yeah.
I'm really good. I'm really good at explaining things, as you can see. Like,
are these photos you have or photos from my Instagram?
Photos from your Instagram. And I went way, way, way far back, y'all.
Okay.
I went way far back.
Let's see it.
Let's turn around this.
Okay.
Okay, what was this night?
So that was actually the first night that me and B met.
Really?
Yeah, me and B had like known of each other and we like talked on Instagram and we were like, oh my god, I think you're great. I think you're sickening. Let's hang out. Let's key. And so yeah, we just like chose a time to like hang out and then we hung out and I pulled up in my little wig and my sweatsuit and we were like just played with makeup and like danced and twirled and acted up and got in cute clothes. It was sickening.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
My good sis.
That was really cute, actually.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, what's the next one?
Okay, let's look at. This is more of a video, but this is you at one of your first gigs.
Yeah.
Let's talk about her. Let's
talk about her.
Okay, let's talk about her.
I used to do her night out every Thursday at Wynwood in Wicker Park. That's a gig that...
You were a really good host, like, no joke.
Thank you.
Really good host.
That was a gig that B has started doing, and then we were going to host together. Okay. And then it ended up... B didn't want to continue doing it, so it ended up being my show for a couple weeks. And then, yeah, it was just, like, the vibes there were not for me.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to go deeper into that, or...?
Like, honestly, like... The owners of it are amazing. Love them.
Love that.
Even some of the staff members are really, really great. But it was like once I started going in there alone, like a lot of like the staff like didn't like greet me. Like they like I just felt like I was getting like weird looks from them like while hosting like during the night out and like on the nights that like we had really good turnouts and it got like a little like ratchet per se. Some people had some words to say about it and so yeah it was not my tea and so yeah I just decided to not do it anymore.
Okay.
And yeah I think that was the end of their Thursday night thing. Yeah they do a drag brunch on Sundays now which I'm not a part of, but
would you ever do it?
Yeah I think I would. I like the queens that perform at it are really cute. Yeah.
Okay. I really like the food there was really good.
Their food and their drinks are fire.
Their food was
fire.
really
Their wings
really
are
good.
Everything.
And that was like, and that night was just so much fun because you kind of got to just sit back and relax and kind of just watch you go through space and like entertain a crowd, which a lot of people don't know. Like being like a what is it called, a socialite.
is like very good and honestly becoming more and more currency as social media gets higher too.
Hello.
Girl, social
Very
life.
much so that.
Okay, last photo. You're real goth in this.
Yeah.
She is really goth in this.
That was right before the pandemic.
Okay.
Anyone who has known me for a while, my hair was platinum blonde, like white, for
Okay.
like 2 years. And I decided to like let it grow out, not be blonde anymore. And then I hated like the blonde being just on my ends and my roots being my natural color.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had this moment. I was like, you know what? I'm going back to my goth era. I'm going to dye it jet black.
Oh my gosh.
And I was trying to grow it out. And I didn't want to, like, keep bleaching it so it would grow. And I also didn't want my hair to be, like, platinum blonde, like, when it was growing out.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, it'll be easier to grow out if I just color it black. I was wrong. Like, I immediately stripped the color out. Like, I wore that hair for, like, a month. But my very dear friend Allison is a photographer, and so like we always just like do like fun, cute little shoots. Like,
that was like, where'd you get all those candles from? Do you like?
May actually had a good majority of those candles.
Okay.
Because they were just like little like decorations she had in her room because you know she's a little whimsical.
One of those girls.
Bitch.
I want to get candles. I want to be one of those whimsical bitches.
I want to be a whimsical bitch.
I want to be a whimsical bitch, but
I'm just like an evil bitch. Like I'm just like a witchy bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if you ever like grew out of that phase, but it feels like it's just kind of evolved.
I went from like goth era to like super villain. I feel like like there is a difference between presenting as like goth and presenting as like the villain, the main character.
Do you think you're the villain?
Am I the drama?
Of
course I'm the villain.
Okay.
I mean, like...
I think that...
You know what? I'm not going to take it back. Yeah, I'm the villain.
Okay. Well, now I kind of want to ask, have you been in any type of villain behavior recently? Is there something that, like, switched it on, or is it just something that slowly progressed into your villain era? Did someone, like...
No, I think it just comes with a matter of, like, not giving a fuck. I feel like, you know, I sometimes come off as, like, not empathetic or sympathetic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, people might just have, like, a poor perception of me just because I don't give a fuck about their opinions.
Exactly.
So, like, I feel like, therefore, that makes me the villain.
Okay. Yeah.
You know? Like, when's the last time you saw me concerned with somebody's perception of me?
Never. I've never... You usually, like, never.
Because, girl, that's not my problem.
Girl.
You heard that? It's not my problem.
It's not her problem.
It's not. Wow. That's between you and God, bestie.
You and God.
Hello.
I guess I would see myself as a I don't know. I don't see you as like, I guess I see you more like a Deadpool. Like an anti-hero.
Okay. Yeah, like I can definitely get down with that. Like I think it's just like that like even like Loki's energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like morals but villain.
Morals but villain. Okay.
Morals but villain.
Okay. Well, last segment. Okay. What are you talking about? Like, what are we doing next? What's next for you? Are you going to have any more shows coming up?
So, like, I'm traveling a ton for work, as you know. Yes. So I'm not in Chicago as often as I would like to be, like, you know, working on my performance and my art and all of that.
But where can people find you if they want to?
You can find me at The Goth Kardashian on Instagram.
Ooh, okay.
THEE, the one and only. But I do have plans to just turn a lot more looks, if not just for performance, for social media, and just kind of get more of my art out there, and just let these bitches know how I'm coming. You know?
I mean, your makeup skills are like, you have such a dainty hand that I wish I could have, because like when I look at her lines, I'm like, bitch, how did you get in that like gradient? How did you get that smooth? Like even now, like you're not wearing it looks like you're not even wearing foundation. Like it's crazy.
It's the blend.
Except the blush on your chin, because people don't have blush on their chin, but like literally, like it looks so
I
good.
feel like my blush on my chin like kind of adds like my clown-esque to my look. Like, cause really like I think all of this blush like sometimes it's giving glam goth clown, and I'm not mad about it.
I'm not mad about it either. I also love how you like. So is the end of your eyebrows brown or black?
It's like red, like a.
I knew it.
Like
Okay,
a,
I was
like a burgundy
I was like,
situation.
why does that look a little bit different? It's so sickening. I can't.
Girl, you know she's a face card. Hello.
Girl, okay. Tell everyone your social medias, where they can find you.
Okay, you can find me at the Goth Kardashian on Instagram.
Okay.
That's really the only social media that like is worth finding me on. On TikTok, I'm _ the Goth Kardashian, but like
we'll get her posting there more.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Working on it. But yeah, you can find me in my fuckery on Instagram.
Okay.
You know I'd be acting up.
Well, thank you for coming to the podcast.
Oh my god, thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming. You've been really
Can
pleasure.
I chime in on one more thing?
What?
How much time do we have?
5-10 minutes?
Perfect.
What?
So, I was watching your and Mel's episode.
Oh! Yes.
And I just have some commentary because I feel I was like watching it and I was like talking to my phone because I wanted to chime in. I was really upset that I wasn't there for the conversation because I wanted to throw my 2 cents in there. Let me tell y'all a little something, okay?
Okay.
So, me and Justin, like, my good sis, my yin to my yang, we make absolutely no sense, but it just works.
Yeah.
And Mel is rather like new in my life through Kelsey, and like me and Mel hit it off immediately as well. I be minding my business. I just be minding my business. Okay. I don't ask too many questions, and so I felt like in the podcast it was made out. I felt like shade was thrown on my name, like I was setting y'all up. That was not the shade was out there. I did not set anybody up because the way it happened was Mel and Kelsey and I were already at my house. People were coming over. I had already talked to you and knew that you were coming. Me, you, and Kelsey hung out all the time. Mm-hmm. I didn't need to warn Kelsey of your arrival. You know what I'm saying? So I told Kelsey, I was like, "Oh, Justin's on his way up," and Kelsey was like, "Does Mel know that Justin's coming?" And I said, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Why would Mel know? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then that's when Kelsey did her little bippity boppity boo on over to Mel, and then that's when the discomfort unfolded.
When I tell you, because it was too good. It was too good.
And y'all know me. I live for the drama, so I gave her a hug, and I just was like,
Y'all, when I tell you, I was sitting there, I was just like, I'm about to throw up.
But Kelsey didn't give me any explanation when he ran over to Mel. And so, like, I went over there and I was like, y'all, did I miss something?
Oh, so it's Kelsey's fault.
Yeah, that's
okay,
definitely.
So we're blaming Kelsey. Yes.
Kelsey's fault.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
I just wanted to, like, get that. I just wanted to get that out there. I wanted to clear the air.
I'm glad that you cleared your name. Because when I tell you, I was sitting there, it was just funny more than anything. Because I was like, we're friends now.
But don't get me wrong, I was living for the drama. Girl. But it wasn't my fault.
No. It was Kelsey's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much.
Way to go, Kelsey.
Thanks, Kelsey. You know what? I'm actually going to bleep that name. No more self-advertising for Kelsey. We say a lot of her name on this podcast.
Did we just remove her from the house?
Yeah, she's gone. Click Alt Control.
Control. Oh, girl.
We haven't recycled her yet. She's a chance.
Baby, your friend just Control Alt deleted you.
Control.
I wish she was here to tell us how she feels, but you know,
girl,
it's okay. I'll see her when I get home.
Girl, if we off that down here, okay.
Okay, wait, but really though, so like this episode, and then the episode before that, and then the episode before that. Y'all are about to get something.
The girls.
Because I don't know if y'all realize, but it's
Recall
Sisterhood of the Traveling Panties.
Girl. Oh my gosh, we're talking about.
Wait, didn't you have someone ask me about?
No.
Oh.
Nope. No.
Are you sure?
No. I'm sure.
This is the Petty Podcast. This is your window of opportunity.
No.
Okay.
I
She almost did it, y'all.
Girl, she almost did it. But y'all, thank you for coming to the Petty Podcast. Tristan, say goodbye.
Bye.
Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Mwah.
Bye, y'all. Mwah. This is a Like Genuinely production, produced and edited by yours truly, Justin Petty.